This is DC Danton Crow Crusader. I just wanted to show you the photos of the bird poisoning that was taken on last Sunday, November 21st. I promised to show those to you, and I'm going to click over to the next picture. This is the oatmeal that had the chlorohydrate on it, and this is the bird seed. And most of that was eaten, unfortunately. You can see that up close. I probably should have taken the picture with my GoPro, but I didn't have it on me, so yeah, and it'd be better to get it on a video on GoPro than to take a video with the camera and post it. So I had a very interesting, how should I say, encounter as I was feeding the birds tonight with a person who calls himself Herbie. As I was crossing the street, I turned around and saw a white car parked, pulled up on the sidewalk where the birds were eating. I just thrown down some nuts on the sidewalk, and he was just parked there. And of course, I crossed the street and went over to the car, and here was this gentleman who said that he just wanted to throw down some bird seed for the birds, which he did. And I want to say that I haven't done a video yet on all the good people out there that keep the bird poisoners in check, but he's one of them. He does come up here occasionally because he can't feed birds where he lives. The people are very hateful there, so he comes up here hoping it would be better in this open area near the shopping center to feed the birds, and he knows other people. He's observed other people feeding birds there, probably myself as well, and so he feels more comfortable. And we had a wonderful conversation, and he is a wonderful human being. And I need to do a video on all the good people that feed birds here besides poison them. So yeah, these pictures are about the bad people here who are doing evil things, but there are also good people doing who are, I consider to be angels, out there doing very good things for the birds. There's Brigitte, an elderly lady who on her way to church always throws down something for the birds. And there are other people whom I didn't get names from, but I do know them. I do know them physically by looking at them. I know right away that they're throwing out food for the birds. I just don't know them, haven't met them up close and personal. But I was very happy to meet Herbie today. He was so thankful for me doing my good work in the feeding station, and he thoroughly enjoyed our conversation. He reached down and gave me a candy bar, a Lindt chocolate bar, dark chocolate, 85% cocoa, top of the line. So that, I have to say, I'm not used to that. I'm used to being accosted, verbally assaulted, even physically assaulted, almost on a daily basis in some shape or form. And so it was really a wonderful experience. It always is. When I encounter someone who understands what I'm doing, who feels the same way, makes me feel really good about what I'm doing. I do it from my heart. But everyone needs a little bit of validation here and there. And having someone, say something nice to me, or enjoys doing the same thing that I'm doing, promoting wildlife and loving the birds and looking after them, or doing their part to contribute to their survival, especially in the winter time. And it's interesting because he also noticed the other day when I talked about in the last video about why the birds are so scared of people on bicycles. He observed the same thing. He actually observed a bicyclist trying to run over birds, and I believe he talked about an automobile also who tried to run over birds. He's observed that himself. But he's a wonderful person, and it just warms my heart to know that there are people out there in the world who truly care about wildlife, and are doing whatever they can, doing their part to contribute to their survival, and feel good about what they're doing. So it seems that most of these people do it incognito, undercover, because they're afraid of the backlash, and he admitted to that. And it should not be that way. It's not illegal to feed birds in Switzerland. I don't know how many times I need to repeat this to the local inhabitants, but I say it at least once or twice a day to passerbys who has something very negative to say to me. Today I was accosted by a young boy coming out of the Seytal school, very aggressive, screaming at me, saying don't feed the birds, and so forth and so on. I asked him very calmly to call the police to verify what I'm saying, or go on the internet, check out your facts. And he just continued to scream, and I don't know. I wonder about kids who have, absolutely no respect for other fellow human beings, and think that at 8 or 9 years old they know everything there is to know about the world. So, yeah, it's very scary. It's very, very scary indeed. So I just ignored him and went about my business. But it's terrible when you get accosted by school children between the ages of 8 to 10 years old. That's how aggressive they are. They are super aggressive. I don't get it. I'm certainly not used to it. Never happened to me in California. I am not used to it. But in this small town of Kreuzlingen, it happens quite often to me. They're actually very vicious. How can an 8 or 9-year-old child be vicious? But I'm telling you, I've come across several that are rather vicious. And then you wonder how they grow up to be these people who are poisoning the birds in winter. These children are probably, unless something intervenes in their life or they go down a different path, that's the path that they're headed toward. And it isn't a good one. It's no respect for nature, no respect for wildlife, a very hard mindset, not open to new ideas or learning about the world. It's scary. It really is scary, YouTubers. I don't know what to say. I don't think, there are other children there that, that are not like that. But I'm surprised how many are. It's shocking. It really is. Yeah. But I believe probably that they're hearing that at home. And who knows, they're hearing it probably from Mrs. Meister, the janitor at the school. There's, she probably talks to the children. I don't know. I've seen her talk to the children, and I'm sure she has nothing good to say about me or feeding birds. And yeah, she just puts fuel on the fire, and she has no right to do that. She's by no means contributing to educating children in a positive way that's good for them psychologically, emotionally, and educationally. So, yeah, just because she thinks that way doesn't give her the right to, to educate children down the path that she's chosen, which is not a good one. So, anyway, but I will do that in the future. I will do a video and try to round up some of those people. I don't think they want to be on YouTube, but perhaps I can get them to say a few words. But it was a wonderful experience, and I have to say I've never been given a candy bar before. That that is really something, but that shows you something about Herbie's heart. He has a big heart. So anyway, I want to end this video in a positive way. I know you're continuing just to look at my monitor at the poison, picture of the poison on